Minister of State for Investments, the Honourable Kalis Roll, says he doesn't believe the email controversy between politicians and a local group will have a negative impact on the country's investment climate.
He was responding to opposition claims that the email saga could have a chilling effect on the investment climate. Loretta Davis has more.
Minister of State for Investments, the Honourable Kalis Roll, maintains it's his job to ensure that the country's reputation is well secured and that investors get the best experience possible when doing business here. He says the ongoing email controversy has or will in no way damage the positive foreign direct investments in the pipeline for the country, despite the noise in the market. Additionally, State Minister Roll says so far the country's investment climate remains sound.
If you go to the genesis of it, has nothing to do with the investment climate other than two very wealthy individuals engaged in a fight that turned extremely nasty, in that those individuals, aided by local groups, that expanded the realm of what they should have been doing, particularly the environmental group. You know, when you look at the remit of environmental groups, their job solely is to protect the environment.
State Minister Roll says the government works really hard to keep the information of foreign investors confidential. But here's how he responded when asked if current and potential investors are concerned about personal correspondence being leaked out into the public domain.
I've had a couple ask me to explain exactly what was taking place, and after explaining to them, you know, without emotion and without any partisan lens on, they understand exactly what is taking place. This was an issue that was generated because of a fight.
The state investment minister also revealed that no investor has threatened to pull out or pack up as a result of the ongoing controversy.
None that I know of, let me say that. But I fail to see how investors that are serious about investing and that understand the opportunities for investing in the Bahamas would pull out over an issue that has its genesis in politics.
However, he says this will not change, but rather pique the interest of foreign investment to our shores. Loretta Davis, ZNS Network News.
The Free National Movement's Long Island MP continued pushing the gender equality message as she addressed Rotarians yesterday. Loretta Butler Turner acknowledged that she was part of the process 15 years ago during the first attempt to amend the Constitution and that she's still pushing for change. She says much of today's debate has been clouded by controversy and more Bahamians need to be aware of the facts. She quoted the former Governor General Sir Arthur Folkes on his views.
Now passed legislation to ensure that there's no discrimination against individuals who are incapacitated. We have laws to make sure that the rights of every Bahamian, men, women, black, white, are protected. So Arthur emphasized, and I quote again, "I believe I share with you the firm conclusion that despite all the talk, some of it is bordering on hysterical. If we allowed all of the red herrings, all of the excuses, all of the misinterpretations, and all of the predictions of calamity to prevent us from extending full constitutional equality to all Bahamians, including our women."
The Free National Movement presented Leonard Sands as its 2017 election candidate for the Baines and Grantstown constituency last night during a constituency meeting at Stephen Dillard Primary School. Under the theme, "It's the People's Time," FNM leader Dr. Hubert Minnis talked about the FNM's plans to stop the war on crime.
We will immediately increase police presence in hotspot areas. We will increase the CCTV program started by our FNM government. We will increase the use of mobile police vans and mobile forensic labs. We will give the police the freedom to do the job without, and I repeat, without political interference. We will pass effective laws and make the necessary changes to our legal system. Our borders must be protected to stop the guns before they get here. And we will sit down with our churches and our faith-based groups to empower their existing anti-crime programs.
The FNM's Baines and Grantstown candidate was born and raised in the area. He also shared his plans to uplift its residents.
Every vacant lot has an idea. Let's clamp down and start a street vegetable garden. Let's teach the young boys and girls after school how to grow fruits and vegetables, and maybe mommy and daddy don't have to spend $5 on a sweet potato on a Sunday. 6,208 registered voters. You put that $1 together every week for a couple of months. You get over $300,000 in your own Bain and Grandstand scholarship fund so your children could go to university and you don't have to beg nobody.
In news from the courts tonight, 48-year-old taxi driver Nathaniel Knowles has been remanded to the Department of Corrections after being charged with raping a 35-year-old American woman on April 3rd. Following the arraignment, Knowles' attorney Ramona Farquharson Seymour complained that a photo of the accused was taken at the time of his arrest and circulated online. She noted that it can potentially prejudice the jury. Chief Magistrate Joyanne Ferguson Pratt noted the concern and advised Farquharson Seymour to bring the issue up in the appropriate forum. Knowles is due back in court May 19th for service of a voluntary bill of indictment. Two police witnesses testified today in the trial of accused rapist Trevor Crawley. Crawley is accused of luring an unemployed 21-year-old woman to his apartment and raping her after promising her a job. During today's proceedings, a police detective told the court that she submitted a sexual assault evidence kit to the police forensic lab for DNA analysis on February 12th. She testified that the kit contained a number of items, including blood and saliva samples, along with hair fibers. Justice Gilomena Archer-Minns is presiding over the case.
If you know of a crime, please call Crime Stoppers at 328-8477, toll free 242-300-8477. You can also check them out on www.crimestoppersbahamas.com. Let's stop the crime before it's your time.